This is fun to watch anyway, right? Did not get that one. So here we are at Gentle Giant Draft Horse Rescue here in Mount Airy, Maryland.
Gentle Giants was formed in 2005, and our mission is to rescue draft horses from slaughter. They're a relatively uncommon breed, but we're seeing them grossly overrepresented in the horses that are exported for slaughter. And keep in mind, this is slaughter for human consumption. This isn't slaughter for dog food or byproducts or to feed animals at zoos. This is for people overseas to eat. Right now, we have about 141 horses here at the rescue with us. We rescue hundreds of horses every single year, and we've placed over 1,000 horses in adoptive homes.
And I have Honey Badger, who's a 6-year-old mule. And she's, when she first got here, she was, well, she's a rescue mule. When she was a little timid and didn't want to be around people too much, right? And very sensitive to the touch, doesn't necessarily love being touched, but now she's turned the corner. She's much more social. She's still sensitive in spots, and we're going to see if we can give her any, take some stress off the nervous system. You know, horses, mules, they're all prey animals, and they really, if they have stress on their spine, they don't have the same range of motion. Horses or mules need to be able to turn left and right and be able to see 360 degrees, or they're stressed out. And when they're stressed or pain, they don't express that very well, because one of the things about being prey animals, you don't want to tell everybody you have pain or that you're limping. So you hide it to the end of the earth. If you could, you would hide that, because you don't want to be the one that's singled out as being vulnerable to a predator. So I'm going to start just working a little bit and see if she lets me. And the first thing I'm going to do is check the atlas. And I'm looking at the space between the wings of the atlas and the angle of the mandible or the ramus of the jawbone. And her head's turned, so I don't really get an equal look. Come back this way, babe. There. All right, there I am now. So I'm looking at that spacing. So her pole is out. It's high on the left, my right. So I'm going to just adjust it. Here we go. There's a little left. I'm going to do a second one. I can feel it. Got it. Okay. What do you think of that one? Now, so what happened was the pole was a little posterior on the left. So just set it back down. I'm going to check your TMJ. Little left TMJ, so I'm going to come up on this side. Wait till Honey Badger brings her head back towards me, and we're going to come right in here. Got it. What do you think of that? Now I'm going to check cervicals, mid-cervicals, lower cervicals. I already found one on the right at about C4. I'll come back to that in a second. So it's on the opposite side of the camera. We're coming down through here. And right there is one right there. Right there. You can feel there's a big old muscle knot right here. Right in there. So I'm going to adjust that as soon as she brings her head towards me. Coming over this way. Coming over this way. Good. Nice. Then we're going to go back to C3 on this side. Well, C4. Let it come this way. Got it. Now we're going to come down the back now, and she's got some sensitivity here. And as I get towards the sacrum, towards the lower lumbars or the lumbosacral joint, she's already come down a little bit though.
Yeah, she has.
You know, before we started, I was rubbing my hand down the middle of her back, and she was twitchy and jumpy. So it's not as sensitive yet. And when you take pressure off the spine, especially at the pole, it'll relax from the front end all the way down to the back end. Because when there's torque on the dura at the top atlas, at the top bone, it has a torquing effect on the whole spinal cord, and it'll create a lot of stress on the central nervous system. So here I can already feel it. I'm going to have to get up on my bale still, but on the lower setting, and there's a sacral base posterior right, so I'm going to just do that. I'm going to be on the, if she lets me, I'm going to be on the right side. Might have to show her the bale first. So let's show her the bale first. I love her markings on the front leg, right? Really.
Here, let me see if I can get it.
So we'll have to wait a second. I could be on the other side if I have to be. Would that be easier?
I think either side will be funny.
Yeah. So what we're doing is we're just waiting for her to calm down a little bit and see if she'll give that to me. If not, I'm okay because I did a lot already with the front. And I know the exact spot I have to do, which is the base of the sacrum is high, it's posterior and tilted up high on the right. So we'll see if I can get up there and do this.
You just keep moving with her. She
Yeah.
Nope.
This is fun to watch anyway, right? Did not get that one. We might not get that one today, but let's try one or two more times. What do you think, Shelby? Is there a chance or no?
I think she might settle down. We'll see.
All right, we're going to keep trying.
You might just set it down and wait a minute. Good girl. Is that close enough?
Yeah, I could probably do it.
Good girl. You're okay. Good girl.
Got it. So it's really important to get these because, you know, if a horse is twitchy or bristly in a repetitive fashion, not just once, but like you always notice it over and over, it could be that there's a misalignment or an irritation of the nerves that are creating that stress. So you'll have to see if you see a shift, but I already got it. It kind of just went right in, and she's calm now. So that's what we're going to do today. We're all finished.